Hey everybody, it's Amy Nakos. This is the second video in a two-part video series on fourth quarter 2020 trends in Summit County real estate. So in my first video, I left off on this page, and this is a great summary of all of the different markets in Summit County, how they performed individually, along with Summit County's total market performance. So what we do at Your Castle Real Estate is we crunch a lot of different numbers and we provide these great charts for you. So our analysis in this report is comparing 2019 to 2020. And what I mentioned in the last video and what I think is important about this is to know that while everyone's complaining about a lack of inventory, it does seem like there's a lack of inventory, but we closed 20% more units, which you can see at the bottom of the screen, than we did the prior year. It's really just that demand is so high and the market, it's very competitive out there. We're going to look at overall Summit County price trends. This is the trend line that we saw in the last video with overlays on other markets. But what you'll see is in 2008, that's when the recession started to hit. We really kind of hit bottom in 13, dropped an average of about 18%, whereas Denver dropped 25%. We've obviously recovered all of those gains and are up to an average price over $900,000 per unit in our market. Here's our volume trends. This is how many properties actually sell. You will see that in 04, 05, 06, we did have more sales than we had recently in 2020, but that was when a number of large developments were released across the county, so there was more inventory, and 2020 did jump. It did jump, as we said before, 20% over 2019. If we talk about days on market, discount, and months of inventory trends, this is for the entire Summit County market. Average days on market, you'll see here, just over 50. But when we looked at the original chart in the last video, we saw that we have less than 1 month of inventory in all markets. So how is it that we're at a 50 plus number when our months of inventory is actually saying it's less than a month? The reason is there's a number of new construction listings that are bringing this number up. They've been under contract for months, for years. I have a number of those listings on my own in Keystone. So that brings this number up. Really, our average days on the market is lower. This also takes into consideration closing time. So closing time's 30, 45 days. So really the average amount of time that you have to actually get a property, we know, is within a week or so, maybe even within a few days. Average discount, this chart looks like it drops dramatically, but we're only going from 6.5% down to 1.5%. But this is about where we're closing on list to sale ratio. I think when we start to pull in January and February numbers, we might be closer to that 0. I'm seeing most properties closing over list price. Finally, months of inventory, you can see we are under that 6-month mark with a definite seller's market. Here for the next minute, I'm going to just flip through these trends, not talk about each individual community too much, but you can go ahead and pause the video and look more closely if you want to look at your own community and see how the trends are going. That one was Breckenridge. What you'll see is that pretty much in every single market, we're seeing average price increases in all sectors. We're also seeing number of properties sold, really depends on the market, but yes, continuing to go up in 2020. Here's Frisco for you. Frisco is a hot market in Summit County. A lot of people want Frisco, and there's not that many properties in Frisco. That's why you'll see the price jump up. Here we have Keystone. And Silverthorne. Summit Sky Ranch, beautiful single-family housing development out north of Silverthorne, is really driving up our average price and bringing up the level of sales, and those are mostly single-family home products. We do have some smaller cabins and duplexes. Beautiful product to get into. If I can answer any questions, please reach out. You can find me at amynakos.com or 970-389-8388.